You have to secure your identity. And here's why. Because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. See, when you're good to other people, it should simply be a gesture of your character. And it should not be an attempt to affirm our esteem. See, we all want to feel important, necessary, and sufficient. But you gotta find that from within yourself. And if others give it to you, that's just extra seasoning for the taste. But it's already tasting good. But to be affirmed by others is only giving you extra season, but you have to be able to affirm yourself. And I struggled with this for many, many years in my life because I didn't love myself. I had low self-esteem. In fact, it was lower than anyone I can think of from my perspective. However, in college, a good friend said something to me that changed my life. As we were sitting in the apartment, playing video games, and again, I was always talking because that's what I do, as you see. He stopped me. He said, "Mark, we know you the man, but you don't have to remind us over and over again." And I sat there in silence. His words just penetrated throughout my body. I didn't even respond until months later after I had a chance to reflect. And this is what really he wanted to say to me. "Mark, we know you got all this ability, but you keep bombarding us with what you can do and what you have done, and it's getting on our nerves. If you truly believed in yourself, you wouldn't constantly need us to affirm you." That's what he really wanted to say, but because he loved me enough, he gave it to me light, and I thanked him later for helping me to see the pride and the insecurities in my ways. So I'm here today to give you 3 strategies so that you can indeed secure your identity. The first is this: everyone has problems, strengths, and weaknesses. The problem is that when we're going through something, when we're being challenged in life, we tend to think it's only us. And then we look to social media and everybody look like they got it all together on social media, because God forbid you put up a bad looking selfie, or you put up a picture of you and your significant other being angry at each other, or you put a picture up of your car and it's not spick and span clean. See, everyone is only going to portray their best self on social media. So when you're looking for someone or something to relate to, don't go to social media. I just want you to know this: you're not alone. Whenever you're going through it, just know you're not alone. That's number 1. Number 2 is this: you have to understand that everyone wants to be affirmed. We all want to feel good. But when you give other people the power to determine whether or not you feel good about yourself, what happens when they unplug that power? They also devalue you. So number 2 is stop looking to other people for your value. Because if they decide to pull the plug, they also devalue you. And number 3 is this: no one is paying attention or even concerned about your insecurities. So stop thinking people are paying attention to them. And here's why: because they're too busy trying to hide their own. There you have it. Step 1, always know you're not alone. Step 2, always know that you can't give people the power to affirm you. You can't give your value to other people. You can't put that in their hands because it means too much. And people aren't dependable enough to have that kind of value of yours to control it. You can't give that to them. And number 3, no one's worried about your insecurities because they're too busy hiding their own. Listen, it's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, and if nobody told you, I am here to tell you, you were born to be great. So you go outside, soak up this sun, and you spread love. Why? Because if you spread it, it comes back to you 100-fold. So get out and do something good. Show love to someone. Absolutely. And never forget, the great mind is the mind that can simplify all things. Secure your identity. It was given to you for a reason. There's no one with your fingerprint. There's no one with your DNA. So you know what that means? There's no one with your identity, nor should you put your identity in the hands of anyone else. Hey, have a wonderful evening.